we go from Las Vegas. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Leading them out, a third-round pick in 2018. He's made a handful of starts across his 5 previous seasons. Mason Rudolph.
And when Mason Rudolph is on the field, sometimes the scouting reports have to be revised a little bit because often quarterbacks like to throw short to get a rhythm. For Mason Rudolph, he loves the deep fade, and he loves the deep post pattern. Anything over the top, those are his favorite shots downfield, and that's what gets him comfortable.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Rudolph looking to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he'll be brought down at the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now it's Rudolph. Got his man, it's Warren. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. Bringing them out is the pocket passer from Purdue, rookie Aiden O'Connell.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw here, O'Connell. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And O'Connell now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
O'Connell on 1st and 10. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's O'Connell. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll work down inside the 45. Cole Holcomb. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Rudolph looking to throw it. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now this may be a free play for Rudolph. He finds Pickens over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Offside, defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Rudolph. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on third down. On the delay, here's Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Here comes Carter. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. The Yeoman's effort on that last drive. 7 carries, got the touchdown as well, and the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball, because there's a rhythm that gets established, right? When you're running it well, and the back's getting the ball, and he's in sync and reading blocks, and the offensive line wants to continue to pound away. Haven't been an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than he likes to run block. And that last drive, we saw the end result, didn't we?
Yep, and all were rewarded with a trip to pay dirt. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Counter play with Jacobs, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rudolph now to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Back to throw, O'Connell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
That one good for 37 yards.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 88 8 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On second down, Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now O'Connell. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Sticking to the air with O'Connell here. And it's complete to Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's O'Connell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.